Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Heroes of the Storm in our A through Z playthrough, we'll be playing Zuljin, the final character in the roster, and coughing in your ears, I'm so sorry. Oh god. I'm also standing today, so if I look a little wobbly, let me know. But we're good. So it's a YouTube video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out. We'll show you the talents, we'll show you the play style, we'll show you this. How many times can I die, really? But here we go. So the build for Zuljin that I'm using today is Recklessness at 1. At level 4, we're going to be picking up Amani Hide. 7 is going to be Arcanite Axes. 10 will be Tazdingo. 13 is going to be Ensnare. 16 will be No Mercy. And then 20, I'm just going to take a surprise for you because I feel like it. But the better 20 is Amani Resilience. Probably the best 20, even though I really like the others. Cannot believe he lived there. He got a heal on himself at the very last second. But got a couple stacks, so not the worst thing in the world. Now, the abilities for Zuljin are a little bit like this. Your Q is going to be an axe that you throw out. It's going to deal some damage, but the big thing about it is that it's going to mark the enemy that you hit with it for 3 of your auto attacks, and it's going to last 6 seconds. And then when you hit those auto attacks on the marked target, they are going to take 50% increased damage, is it? Yes. That's a huge bonus of damage considering that Zuljin's auto attacks are, by and large, very, very thick to begin with. Your W, it's called Twin Cleave. You're going to throw 2 more axes that go in a circular arc, dealing 121 damage and slowing affected enemies by 15% per axe. So what that means is that if you hit with both of the axes in the circle, it's at 30% slow. So it's pretty good there. The damage is also extremely good, and it's going to account for a lot of your wave clear on this character as you scale up, which you are going to do very hard. Your E is your only heal button, which is, you need a heal button on this character. Regeneration, Zuljin is going to get 30% of his maximum health over 4 seconds, and then if you move or take damage during this time, you are going to stop the channel and stop healing. So don't do that unless you really, really can avoid it. Now, the trait for Zuljin is twofold. You have a passive. I cannot believe he lived. You have a passive and you have an activatable. So your D passively is going to increase your basic attack damage by 25%. No, that's the activatable. Activates increase basic attack damage by 25%, consume 2% max health while that is going on. So when you have your D activated, you are going to be dealing damage to yourself. But while you lose health, you're going to attack faster. So for every 1% of his health that is missing, Zuljin is going to attack 1% faster. So more auto attacks, more damage, more good stuff. Totally. The other quest passive of this ability is the stacks that you're seeing right here. It's called You Want Axe. Every 5 basic attacks against heroes permanently increase basic attack damage by 1. After hitting 75 heroes 75 times, your basic attack range is increased by 1.1, which is big. And then after hitting 150 times, Twin Cleave is going to spin twice. So you're going to throw it out, it's going to hit 1, and then it's going to spin again, hitting a bunch more. So good reason to do as much auto attacking as possible with the character. If there is any character in the entire game that scales harder than Zuljin into the late game, I do not know it, because this character infinitely scales with his quest, and he does have a couple infinite scaling quests tacked in there as well. So he is ultimately going to do lots and lots and lots of stupid damage towards the end of the game, which is kind of why we're building the way that we're building on this hyper late game map, which is, as you can see, going to involve a lot of fighting and singular points, and probably getting upset about some stuff that's happening. So your final button on your kit, your base kit, is going to be your Amani Rage. So Amani Rage is a button that you press to immediately lose 50% of your health, and you're going to regain that amount back over 10 seconds. So you press the button, your health goes down, and then it slowly starts to tick up. That means immediate attack speed increase, super health loss, and then big damage from the the drop in health. So you lose 50% of your health, you get 50% attack speed. It's really good. It is 1-to-1, right? That is what I said? Yes. Every 1% of his max health that he's missing, he gets 1% attack speed. Big stuff. So, all that being said, the more attacks that we get, the more passive stacks we get, the higher we scale into the late game, and the harder we're going to hit everybody that tries to run at our face. So, we can finally stop talking about the abilities and talk about the build, which is going to be a bit tailored to the enemy team and the map. Kind of the cool thing about Zuljin is that there are a couple talent tiers that really play into countering other characters, and some of the talents are also questing talents, or they scale very, very hard towards the... Wow, that's really just... The guy's a bot for the first 5 minutes of the game, and then he comes back and he's even worse than a bot, so... I need to stay in frame of the camera. It's much harder when you're standing because you don't have a back to lean up against and orient yourself. So this is going to be a thing. Tychus goes down to the Tracer Bomb. We lose the Stukov, but he trades out for the Greymane as well in that massive punch-off. And I'm going to die because I hit my 1 button when I didn't need to. One of the things I'm trying to figure out with this character is how to train my brain to not hit 1 and D. It's either one or the other, I feel like. Unless you've got your ultimate active, Tazdingo, you don't want to force yourself to lose more health right after you lose 50% health. So hitting 1 and D is like, train your brain not to do that. I'm having trouble doing that because I don't play damage and I don't play this character often, but it is something that you have to force yourself to do. So only use your trait when you need to, only use your 1 when you need to, only use everything all at once when you're dingoed anyway. So the ultimate, though, we're talking about is Tazdingo becoming unkillable for the next 4 seconds. We cannot be reduced below 1 health when we hit the button, and you'll see just how good that is going to be as this game progresses. But the other ultimate for Zuljin is really super fun, but not even remotely as good. Like, if there's a tilt in which you pick one ult over the other, it's going to be 99% Tazdingo and 1% Guillotine, which is really unfortunate because Guillotine is... Oh my god. It's like one of the videos on this channel that has more than 7,000 views, I think. I'll link that in the description. But it's hilarious, and I love the ability. It's not as good. But our build... As far as you should be concerned today, we're going to start off with Recklessness. This is a talent that got updated most recently for Zuljin on a couple, I think it was like a mini rework. But while Zuljin is below 75% health, he's going to get 10% spell power. He's going to get 50, when he's below 50% health, basic attacks are going to go up 15%, and they are going to grant you an additional stack of You Want Axe. So, not only, oh my god, he's just going to stand there and really try to fight the Zuljin, who has his ultimate, and think it's fine. Okay. Maybe who knows. We'll let that go. Got to give him a little spray on the way out, because that was a really dumb thing to do. But Recklessness makes it much, much, much faster to stack up very quick, especially if the Gul'dan is just going to stand there and suck on me. I can suck some quest stacks out of him too. Really good stuff. We're at 144 out of 150 right now. That's just to get our double, or our twin cleave double spin, and then our range increase has already taken effect because we got the halfway mark. And that's only, we're not even level 13 yet. If I was playing without Recklessness, I'd be probably only at about the halfway mark right now, or just below it. So this is super, incredibly, ridiculously helpful for the range increase. Number 1, you get that much faster, and then for the double twin cleave spin, which is insane amounts of burst damage as well. So all that being said, I pick Recklessness. I want the quest stacks faster to get better stuff, and I don't specifically care about the increased range from Headhunter. And then the increased damage is I mean, it's 10% increased damage and then more range on your auto attacks. So you get the 1.1 from your passive quest, and then you get another 1.1 from that quest. It's kind of like, I understand why that's good, but I like having fun utility things more than I like having extra auto attack range and a little bit extra damage. And then the other one that's also really good, Bone Slicer at level 1, extremely strong. If you can just stand there and hit one target after you've hit them with your Q, they will melt. I mean, it is... Before Zuljin got this rework, most recently, and all these talents got, you know, addressed, that talent was... It wasn't popular, but it's always been like this workhorse talent that everybody ignores, and it is extremely strong. Next up for level 4, we're taking Amani Rage, basically because we don't need to take Voodoo Shuffle. But Amani Rage, what this is going to do is when you hit the button to lose 50% of your health, you are going to... man, I shouldn't even bothered with the axes. You are going to get 15 armor, and that 15 armor is going to apply to that full 10 seconds that you're healing. You're also going to reduce the cooldown of the ability by 10 seconds. So it's 20-second cooldown instead of, oh my god, I'm going to die, huh? I'm attacking the wrong person. And I don't really know what the... Why was it just me there? What was Tracer doing? What was Kael'thas doing? I mean, Kael'thas was back in base, obviously, but what the fuck was Tracer doing? And how did... I don't even know why I'm asking questions about how the KTZ died. That's very obvious that that guy's... I played a game against that guy prior to this game that was still bad, but it was a win, and he just sat in base at the end of the game. Not even at the end of the game. It was Blackheart's Bay. All their keeps were up, and he was sitting in the base, and we just won. Kind of like... It was a boring win, is what I'm saying. So, that's why we got this game, and he's on our team for some reason, because there is no justice in the Heroes of the Storm matchmaking system. There's the ult dropping onto the Gul'dan. Can we get the kill? He's going to get pulled. There's the root on the Greymane. Both Gul'dan and Greymane. And finally Vala die so we can get back on the point. Good stuff for us. Now, the 7 talent that we're picking up is the Arcanite Axes. This is very, very simple quest. Doesn't give you any specific reward other than infinite scaling. Every time that you hit a character with one of the axes from your W, Twin Cleave, it is going to give you a stack. So every time that you throw it, you can essentially get 2 stacks. And if you have a person just standing completely still and you're finished on your baseline quest, you can get 4 stacks, which is crazy. And considering it's an AoE ability, wow, he got pulled in. Is he going to die? He's been rooted. He got the shield at the last second. I'm so upset. Kel'Thuzad's going to die. I'm going to walk over here and die as well because that's what I like to do. Oh no, I'm not going to die. They're going to get Stukov instead because he feels like dying for me. I appreciate you, buddy. I mean, it was valiant effort for sure. Way to go. Definitely thank you for keeping my death count lower than it could be. So, at the moment, we're doing 34 bonus damage with our Arcanite Axes. It's already doing 210, so we're doing almost 250 with this quest. That is, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it does matter, especially when we're hitting that many people. We're up to 39 bonus damage now, like nuts. It will get better though, and since it's an infinitely scaling quest, there is only so much that you can really do to... I don't know. It's an infinitely scaling quest on a very long map. So the more W's that we hit, which is really easy to hit, the more damage we're going to do, the better that we're going to scale, the further that we're going to scale, and the better we can do against the enemy team. So our W deals a lot of damage. That's the point that I'm making. I also really like Vicious Assault. Not a huge fan of Ferocity, but it does also... it's probably much better for stacking up fast. So if you take Ferocity instead of Arcanite Axes, basically what you're saying is you're going to lose the infinitely scaling quest for some just baseline attack speed that's always going to be useful no matter what stage of the game you are. So maybe it's just better. I don't know. This one's just fun. It's dings. That's why I picked it. Ta-da. 13, I'm taking Ensnare. Even though Zuljin is the best talent at this tier for the movement speed, Ensnare gives me the ability to root, peel, just keep people away from me, or follow up on CC. Like, we can chain big roots together if we land a Ensnare on top of... oh my god, I'm not hitting the right person. I need to be hitting Vala, and I was hitting Gul'dan, who was just sucking on me, getting revenge for the kill earlier. Bummer. Yeah. Anyway, 45 stacks on our axes. Dang. Where was I? What was I doing? Right, Ensnare. Super, just really good ability, and now that it's been kind of adjusted the way the cooldown works, he's just gonna live, isn't he? That's insane. Insane in the membrane. But that's fine. I don't think that KTZ is actually stacked at all anyway, right? Oh, he is. Wow. That's just a lot of spell armor and a lot of damage that he did not do. So but Ensnare, the root is, what it's going to do is, if you miss, you're going to reduce the cooldown of the ability to 10 seconds, where normally it used to be a 40-second cooldown all the time, even if you missed. So now, if you can't hit it, the game is like, okay, this is a really good talent, we want you to be able to use it when it counts, so here's a 10-second cooldown, try not to fuck it up anymore. And then, obviously, when you do hit it now, you can peel really hard for yourself. So if I've got like a Greymane on my nuts or a Vala or anything like that, you just bola them. They're going to sit still, and hopefully your team will turn on them and pop them. The other good thing, though, is that since KT's got a point-and-click root, we can toss out another root on top of that as the duration's ending to tack on another 1.5 seconds of root to it. So as long as that person doesn't get de-shielded or cleansed, they should never move and die. That's my fingers crossed for hoping that's what happens. The enemy team just blew literally all of their cooldowns. Gul'dan dropped his Reign of Stupidity. Tychus dropped the drill. And now we just wait for those things to go away, get some easy stacks, and pick up a camp. So everything should be dead now. Looks like it. So we can get a bit more aggressive. That is a Vala coming around the backside. Gonna hit her with the root. She's gonna get a shitload of armor. We're gonna have to hit the Tazdingo, blow that Demon Hunter to pieces, and then walk backwards to get some healing from our E. Now, the next talent on the tier is going to be No Mercy. So this is our 16. Wow. I'm sitting here like, my 16's going to burn through all of his armor. We're going to do percent damage. My team's going to help me, and then my team do whatever they were doing. I saw some assistance from the Kael'thas. I did not see anything at all from the KTZ. Maybe he's just cooldowns, but whatever. I am upset about dying there. Because I'm thinking when I use No Mercy, basic attacks against enemy heroes marked with Grievous Throw are going to have their armor ignored, which is all of Uther's, big supporty business. And they're going to take percentage damage health, 2%, I think, per auto attack. Which, by and large, should have been a lot, but I think, yeah, he's full suck build, so obviously he's going to get a lot more healing than I was paying attention to, and I am attacking the wrong person. So I'm doing a lot of auto-attacking Gul'dan in this game when that is the worst person for me to auto-attack. We should be hitting people like Greymane and Vala, who don't have a way to get their health back, and the damage will stick, even if they get healed by Uther with the armor shred. Yeah. Just a lot of bad decisions from yours truly in this game, but again, I don't necessarily play this character a lot. I don't play DPS a lot, and as soon as this stupid A through Z is done, I'm going to go back to playing things that I actually enjoy. So, yeah. Your next talent tier at 20, though, you're going to take Amani Resilience. Amani Resilience gives you healing for the damage that you do while you are in Tazdingo, which should be ridiculous amounts, because it's 4 full seconds of ridiculous attack speed and damage that you should have your Berserker going, your D. So you could basically get yourself an entire health bar back. It would have been better to take into Gul'dan, so when we do trade like Suck versus auto attack, I would still win, because I would get all the healing back after his Suck is done with, and then I could continue going. But I didn't do that. I felt like I was going to pick the Mimi Fun talent. Basic attacks are going to bounce to nearby heroes for 50% of the damage. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're exactly correct. This was a stupid decision, and I wish I could go back, but I don't know. Here we are. There's only so many games of Zuljin that I'm willing to play, and this one just, it's what we've got to deal with. Down he goes, finally. My Kael'thas landing the stun, so I can land some big auto attack damage while that man cannot suck through it, and I'm happy. We've got 76 bonus damage on our Arcanite axes right now, meaning that they are doing 70 plus 60 is be 230. 330. 330 plus 12, 322. I mean 342. Oh my god, he exploded. And that's from one axe. So imagine for a moment that we hit them with the okay. You know what? I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'm fine. I'll get out. Everything's great. And then we went and looked at the talents, and we saw this talent over here. Not the Hunter's Blunderbuss, not the good talent. We're all picking meme talents at 20. And the infinite reset on the go for the throat catches me completely off guard, kills me dead, and I am just upset about it. So anyway, a lot of poor decisions in this game, leading to a lot of really avoidable stupid deaths. 5 of them, to be precise, but whatever. It's the last game, guys. I'm at the home stretch. This is it. I'm just pushing through, getting it done. I'm sorry if this isn't everything that you wanted it to be. I definitely should have taken the most efficient build for sure, especially if I'm going to label the video as a guide of some kind. But anyway, we'll focus on the game now. I'm sorry. We're done. We're done wallowing in self-pity. Huge axes just chopping that Gul'dan directly in half, and we're going to root him to make sure that he can't get away either. Not that I think he doesn't have the stone, right? He probably took the upgrade for Reign of Dumb. Can't kill the laser before it's going to kill me, or I get a heal, so we've got to pop the dingo. Time out the laser. Let's see, where is he? He did take the rain upgrade. Ugh. I wish that they would just change that ability to be like one arc of whatever that's comets that rain down in a line, like kind of like Syndragosa, but it's just like a thing of damage that goes across, like sprinkles. That'd be way cooler, and it'd be way more fun than the RNG that currently... Okay, we're talking about Gul'dan. I need to talk about Zuljin. So, Oh my god, 87 bonus damage on her W. That's what I was talking about. Your W, the damage that you're seeing there, the 287 is per axe. So when one axe hits them, that's 287 plus the 116, so like 387. We're doing roughly 400 damage with one axe. If we hit them with two axes, that is going to be 800-ish damage. And then if you manage to hit them on another rotation with another two axes, that's almost 1600 to 1700 damage with a basic ability. And that's just from all the scaling, from all the kind of stray hits that we're getting on everybody. I mean, it is... Ooh, it's really, really big. Oh my god, the Kael'thas is just killing everyone because they have no idea how to walk away from each other and not spread the bomb. Looks like, oh, the D-Shield is going to save the Uther. Unfortunate stuff there. Cannot believe he is going to walk away. Let's just hit the core, though, get out of this insanely, stupidly long-lasting map. Maybe? Are we? Okay, I'm just gonna take a hand to the face real quick. I've got my ult up, so he thinks he's gonna win this, and then obviously he's just gonna get blown apart with the Uther. Pick up a biotic emitter. Thank you, Tracer, for giving me some heals. Now I can walk towards the core with my trait active. Gonna get hit by another rocket fist because there's nowhere for me to go that isn't standing still hitting the core. Right clicked. Game done. Thank God. That is it for Zuljin. We'll hit you with the build one more time once that bad boy pops up. Kael'thas taking the MVP deservedly for at least that explosion with his W at the last little bit there. Good stuff. Painbringer, I'll take it. But it's going to be Recklessness, Amani Hide, Arcanite Axes, 97 stacks. Tazdingo, Ensnare, No Mercy, a surprise for you, which was so bad. So take Amani Resilience. And that is it. That is it for Zuljin. That is it for the A through Z playthrough. That is it for this week. And I'll be back next week doing new stuff with characters that I enjoy. Now that this is over, I'll probably head back to the ranked game mode to play some games there. So you guys can see, you know, drafting and the level of play that I'm forced to put up with, which is apparently my rank, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Diamond is stupid. It is. But that is it. Again, Pokemon Unite this week. It already came out as of this video, so I'll be playing that. You'll see some of that pop up as well. And we'll have ourselves a good time. See you there. Bye-bye for now.